Hi, I'm Michael Burrell, and I'm the host of the Family Bible Time. This channel, we've read the Bible, and I say we because my family read it years ago, and that's how it started off. We made videos of just our family Bible reading, and then I started reading it just myself and put up a number of videos here of the Bible, and also me singing and stuff like that. And so I appreciate you coming by and watching this video. I've also got a Christmas Carol up, the first stave of a Christmas Carol. There's 5 staves. I guess back in the olden days they called them staves instead of chapters. And we get the first one up, and I'll post it right here. You can see that video by going to it. But first, finish watching this and then come back and then click on that. Okay. I'm also going to put a playlist on our channel, which is going to, allow you to go and see any one of them. I'll tell you, the last one was posted this past Friday at 3 o'clock, because in the first stave it mentions that the clock had just gone past 3 in the city, and so we posted at 3 o'clock. And then the first of the spirits shows up at 1 a.m. on the next day. Well, we're stretching it into a week, because this coming Saturday morning at 1 a.m. is going to be the second of the staves. And you're not going to want to miss it. It's exciting. No, it's not. Yeah, it's pretty cool, though. I like reading this old writing and stuff that, it's kind of a little hard to follow sometimes, but for the most part, it's pretty cool. And by the way, you can find this story on Google Play Books, and you can get it for free and read it along. But I'd suggest you don't want to do that, because I do a number of goofs in these things where I use the wrong word, and I've already put a ton of work into it, so I don't fix the word. I should, but maybe that'll be in the special edition or something someday. But right now I'm going to give you an example of how I put these things together a little bit. Now, there's going to be goofs in this, like me stuttering or me stammering over a word or something. So, what I say, I do that all the time when I'm reading it. I read it on my iPhone. I do my little voice messages, and I read them on there, and then I put them on the computer, and I edit them, and I cut out all the goofs. So, like, if I goof, I just back up and I read the phrase again and try to do it right the second time. And so, anyways, let me just start here and let you hear how I do it. And I'm going to give you something from the Stave II, where the first spirit meets with him. It's the ghost of Christmas past. They're getting ready to leave and go out and see some of his history, and the spirit says, "Rise and walk with me." And I put an effect in there. It makes it sound cool. It would have been in vain for Scrooge to plead that the weather and the hour were not adapted to pedestrian purposes. That bed was warm, and the thermometer a long way below freezing. That he was clad but lightly in his slippers, dressing gown, and nightcap, and that he had a cold upon him at the time. The grasp, though gentle, was as a woman's hand, was not to be resisted. He rose, but finding that the spirit made toward the window, clasped its robe in supplication. "I am a mortal," Scrooge remonstrated, "and liable to fall." "Bear but a touch of my hand there," said the spirit, laying it upon his heart, "and you shall be upheld in more than this." As the words were spoken, they passed through the wall, and stood upon an open country road with fields on either hand. The city had entirely vanished. Not a vestige of it was to be seen. The darkness and the mist had vanished with it, for it was a clear, cold winter's day with snow upon the ground. "Good heaven!" said Scrooge, clasping his hands together as he looked about him. "I was bred in this place. I was a boy here." The spirit gazed upon him mildly. Its gentle touch, though it had been light and instantaneous, appeared still present to the old man's sense of feeling. He was conscious of 1,000 odors floating in the air, each one connected with 1,000 thoughts and hopes and joys and cares long, long forgotten. "Your lip is trembling," said the ghost. "And what is that upon your cheek?" Scrooge muttered, with an unusual catching in his voice, that it was a pimple, and begged the ghost to lead him where he would. "You recollect the way?" inquired the spirit. "Remember it!" cried Scrooge with fervor. "I could walk it blindfold." The part that I'm reading now is kind of hiding behind the phone I'm recording this on. So anyway, so I'll stop there. And so that's how I do it. It's very exciting, isn't it? So then I take it on the computer and I cut out all the little goofs and all the, sometimes I read it kind of slow and then I'll pull the audio together so there's no gaps, which I should probably do on this video, like a lot of guys do, like those Green brothers. I don't know, are they still a thing on YouTube where they like cut out every breath that they take in their videos, so it's just like one just ongoing continuous sentence, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is the second time I made this video. The first time I had a little piece of cookie because I just ate a cookie before I started and it got caught in my throat. I was gagging and I said, maybe I'll put that at the end here as an outtake. All right, so anyways, this video has gone longer than the other one, so I was actually trying to make it shorter. But all right, well, so thanks for watching. Now, here's when the next ones are coming out. The Stave II, this one I just read, is coming out this Saturday morning at 1 a.m. Stave III, which is the Ghost of Christmas Present, is also going to be coming out at 1 a.m. the following week, because it follows, as the story tells it, that the ghosts appeared one night and then the next night, and they were both at 1, the first two. Then the third one comes around the third night, and you're going, what? I didn't know that. I know, I kind of went on about this with another fella in another one of my promo videos, but that's the way it's written. Listen to Stave I. Once again, it's right here. Here's the video for Stave I. Now you don't have to go back in this video to click on that. Here it is right here. Click on it now. Listen to Marley's ghost tell him that it's tomorrow morning at 1 a.m. and then the following night at 1 a.m. and then the third night. It's at 12 midnight. It's when the 12th bell strikes and the final vibration of it goes away. Then the third specter comes. All right, so join us here for A Christmas Carol. Oh, the final one's coming on Christmas Eve in the morning because it's called the end of it. And that's what it occurs. Well, actually, it's Christmas morning in the story, but, nobody's going to listen at Christmas morning, so it's going to come on Christmas Eve. All right, morning, 7 a.m., December 24th. And what is that upon your cheek? Scrooge. I part. Yeah, you're going to witness me dying here. I just ate a cookie before I started, and it's decided to make a little portion of its in my... It's a piece of underdone potato. Scrooge muttered with an unusual catching in his voice,